The report from McGill University's internal investigation into alleged misconduct in asbestos research has been presented to the university's Senate. The report was prepared by McGill's Research Integrity Officer, Professor Abe Fuchs, and was presented to senators by Dean of Medicine and Vice Principal of Health Affairs, Dr. David Eidelman.
This report was made to me. I was not under an obligation to make it public. However, I chose to do so because I think it's of very high quality, it's very well written, and it also will allow people to come to their own conclusion by looking at the data. Almost all of the material that he covered is public, and so people should be able to go and look for themselves.
The investigation focused on the work of John+Corbett+McDonald, Professor Emeritus of Epidemiology, who retired from McGill in the late 1980s.
Dr. McDonald found many different things. One question he answered was whether asbestos is dangerous. His research clearly shows that asbestos causes lung cancer. The controversial area that was raised is whether asbestos from one mine or another is as dangerous as some other asbestos for causing a specific kind of cancer called mesothelioma. Not only did Dr. McDonald study that, but many other scientists have studied that, and Dr. McDonald's results are similar to those found in some other countries and by some other investigators. And moreover, Dr. McDonald's research is cited by the World Health Organization in its documents which speak to the dangers of using asbestos.
Among the allegations made against Professor Corbett+McDonald is the claim that the asbestos industry had improper influence over his research, which was funded in part by the Institute of Occupational and Environmental Health of the Quebec Asbestos Mining Association. Back in 1966, Corbett+McDonald and colleagues began an epidemiological study of 11,000 Quebec miners and millers who had been working with chrysotile, a form of asbestos.
The first question is with regard to research integrity. For us, this is the most important question. We're not here to discuss Dr. McDonald's opinions, but rather whether the data he collected was collected in a proper way. In fact, his data was collected in a proper way, and he was quite open about the fact that he accepted money from asbestos companies, as did all researchers at the time. What isn't clear is there any evidence that accepting that money changed his results. That would be a research misconduct. And I would point out that in that very research, he showed that asbestos was a dangerous substance. And in fact, his data is used as some of the evidence by the World Health Organization to conclude that. The issue about whether one type of fiber or another causes one type of cancer or another is a scientific question. It's not really, in my view, germane to the policy question, which is whether asbestos should be mined or used. The reason that what we are doing about the policy question is we are going to hold a conference during which we will have an opportunity for experts to come and talk about these kind of issues. And this conference will be open to the public in order to make sure that we play our role in society as a place that provides a forum for discussion and debate about social policy issues like this one, which are so important. As a respirologist and a physician, asbestos is a dangerous substance, and that's why we're going to have a conference about the use of asbestos, questions that arise from the toxicity of asbestos, issues related to the relationship between industry and the university, and also what to do about all that asbestos in our old buildings that we have around here at McGill and elsewhere.